I was 17 when they chose her over me. I can still see it clearly. Dad stood by the window, arms folded, acting like he was weighing options. Mom sat across from me, eyes cold, hands clasped. They'd practiced this, and I was the audience of one. "Sweetheart," she said, too composed, "we can't afford both." Both? As if my life and her degree were equal stakes. The surgery was costly, sure, but not out of reach. A rare condition, treatable if caught early. But they needed funds for her tuition. Yale, full scholarship, except for room and board, a golden ticket they couldn't pass up. So I was the one they let go. We used to be tight, the four of us. Family game nights, Sunday films, road trips in Dad's creaky Toyota. Leah, 2 years younger, was my shadow, always trailing, always curious, always looking up to me. When I got sick, she cried first, brought me tea, stayed close, until college applications rolled in, until she became their star, until doctors mentioned costs and risks insurance wouldn't cover. Then everything changed. Leah stopped coming by. Dad avoided my gaze. Mom started talking about tough choices. I began counting days like they were a countdown to doom. The night they said no, I didn't yell or plead. I nodded, went to my room, and lay there, numb. Then Grandma called. I barely got the story out before she cut in. "I have savings," she said. "You're getting that surgery." I broke down, not from pain, but from being seen. She sent the money next morning, paid in full, no fuss. She didn't even tell them. That's love, quiet, fierce, done. The surgery worked. Recovery was brutal, but I pulled through. They never visited the hospital. Not once. Grandma did, every day, spoon-feeding me soup with shaky hands, holding mine when I was too weak to grip. When I asked why, she said, "You're mine, and I don't let mine fade away." I left home 6 months later, moved in with her. They didn't call, not even Leah, too busy posting about college life, her books, her journey. I kept everything, emails, receipts, bank statements with Grandma's name, proof of what they'd done. I knew this wasn't over. I studied hard, worked harder, graduated early, landed in tech, big money, late nights. Grandma passed my second year working. Heart failure. She saw me succeed, saw me whole. I buried her quietly, didn't invite them. She wouldn't have wanted them there. 2 years later, Leah texted out of the blue. "Hey, so proud of you. Coffee?" I didn't reply. Then Mom called, voice dripping with false care. Dad's company was tanking. Leah's job fell apart. Could I help? Help them, the ones who weighed my life against her dorm room. I didn't laugh or snap. I said, "Sure, let's meet." I hosted them in my penthouse, city lights glowing, table set for 4, candles, linen, wine I didn't touch. They arrived reeking of guilt, overdressed, underprepared. I greeted them like strangers. Leah looked worn. Mom seemed scripted. Dad acted like he still had control. I let them ramble about bills, debts, missed chances. Then I slid a folder across the table, bank statements, medical bills, Grandma's transfer records. Their faces shifted. Mom paled. Dad tugged his collar. Leah looked lost until she saw her name in an email chain. "This is old," Mom stammered. "We didn't know." I cut her off, calm. "You didn't ask. You chose her degree over my life. You let me go." Silence. No one stirred. I stood. "You came for a bailout. Grandma already fixed your mistake. Now you live with it." I handed them envelopes, not cash, but letters from Grandma, sealed in her script, words meant for them, never sent until now. Leah read hers, broke down after 2 lines. Mom tucked hers away, unopened, dodging truth she'd buried. Dad sat like stone, silent for once. They left 20 minutes later. No thanks, no please, no contact since. I sleep soundly now, not because they hurt, but because I didn't let their choice break me. I chose me,